Even worse.
I've had dogs. I've had
Dog
dogs.
smell is even worse. Now you're talking about smell.
It sounds like you don't know nothing. I swear to God, it sounds like you're a little bit empty in the brain today. I don't know what it is. What's up? What's up with you?
Why? Why? What happened? You said
Well, you
dogs.
just now said that dogs, right,
Even worse. I said
are even
worse.
worse. Have you had
Yeah,
any
then
dogs?
I have actually. Yeah, I had one
What
called
did you have?
Rebel.
What did you have?
I had a crossbreed between a Doberman and a Rottweiler.
You. I can see
Rottweiler.
that thing
Yeah.
running wild with you.
No, it was a pup. I knew the dog from it was a pup, and it
Yeah.
was gonna be put down, and it was a wild dog. It
Yeah, I
was
can
like
imagine you, it
you
and
put your
you on the
foot down,
lead.
you try and bite. You should try and put the food down, try and put your hand anywhere that it would have your hand. But I
That
managed to
means that you
train
didn't
that
train it
dog. I
properly.
managed to train that dog that it would
You
not
didn't train
bite.
it. You didn't train it.
I did.
So
I
then
gave it
how
some
come the dog
proper
how
old
come the dog
school.
sees you as a threat then when it comes to getting its food?
No. Remember, I had taken it from somebody else. It
You
belonged
said it
to
was
a
as a
family.
pup.
Yeah, but I know the family when they first got the dog, so I knew the dog.
Yeah, as a pup,
Yeah,
you said.
as a pup, yeah, when they first got it, but they had to
Yeah.
get rid of it, and I took it on.
What how
So the
old was it
dog
when
knew
you
me.
took it on?
About 6 months. Six
Six
months
months. Then
to
that means that you didn't
yeah.
train it then.
No. It wasn't trained.
Then what do
The
you
dog
expect?
wasn't trained. It was not trained. I trained it.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's pooping out your ass and everything then if it's not
Nah,
trained.
star. Nah, mate. That dog would not bite you. It bit me once accidentally, and it ran a mile and turned around and came back on it. Because it knew what
It
the
bit you.
licks it would have get
It
me.
actually bit you.
The thing bit me. It was accident. It was plain, and it bit me by accident. It was an accident.
Oh, it bit you by accident. What was that?
Yeah,
Was you
just a
trying to
little
go for its
snip. It
bone?
wasn't a bite. It was a snip. But you know.
Was you trying to was you going for its bone or something? Was you
No,
trying,
no, 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 no.
trying to take trying to take the meat out
Ah.
trying to
So,
take the meat out of its bowl? No, you don't
yeah,
want to do that, bruv. You
let's talk
get bite,
about Richard Blackwood.
man. Oh, you're trying to deflect now, innit? That's like you see
No,
that's what happened.
we
You see when you
started
pick
on
on
that.
me. You see what happened when you pick on me first thing. Now you have to deflect. Okay,
No,
let's
no,
let's
no,
let's
no.
explain. Let me explain what happened. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I was in the middle of actually apologizing earlier on. No, no, I wouldn't say that I'm actually apologizing on Richard's behalf. It's just that, as some of you lot may know, Richard is I was going to let him tell you guys today. Richard is currently not on Hollyoaks, and he's auditioning for various roles. And it just so happens that one of his auditions have shown up this date of all dates. Can you believe it? But he's
Mm,
got an audition this morning, and he would have actually been on the motorway if he was going to conduct this interview with us this morning. And a decision was made that for health and safety reasons,
yeah,
he didn't have a driver, that it would be best that the interview be rescheduled for a safer time. Because he was actually prepared to do it, you know, and it was like, well, no, Richie, because at the end of the day, all it takes is one camera, innit?
yeah,
You know, one camera, or maybe even us talking, like how me and you are having a little banter and everything
hmm
at the moment. And then for, I don't know, for his because his car is one of those cars that picks up when there's a light, not a light, you know, when it's speeding lights, you know, the speeding,
yeah.
yeah. And so his it would have sounded off, it would have beeped in the background.
All right, yeah, yeah.
And if it had a beeped in the background, we don't know who's listening, or we don't know who's watching,
Okay,
right?
yeah, yeah,
And they could have worked out that he was most probably driving at the time,
yeah,
while being interviewed, and as you know, he could get prosecuted for that.
yeah,
And the
yeah.
papers would love to prosecute a celebrity such as Richard Blackwood. You know, I mean, only two weeks ago he was on the gala down at Hackney Empire BBC is it BBC One Extra? They had a comedy gala, and he was given another award, and this was an award
Oh, well
given to him
done.
by the peer group.
Hmm
And we would have had a photo to show you of that, but what we'll do is going to real definitely going to reschedule with Richard,
And let's
and
hope. And anyway,
and bring him
HBQ's
on at
not
another
here,
time.
and I'd love her to be here when that interview does take place, because she's the one that's got all the interview skills from on our side and yourself. So yes.
Wait,
it's not a bad
yeah, but
thing, really.
HP, you said that HP won't be able to be here because did you say that
No,
she's
don't
gonna?
worry. When she comes, we make sure she gets that day off or that morning off or
Oh, I
something.
see what you're saying, bro. I see what you're
Yeah.
saying, big man. No, it would have been nice because the thing is that we did put a lot of work into getting hold of Richard in the first place,
Yeah.
which is never easy because he is extremely busy, and he's just on the tail end of his first one man show. So for
All
him to have
right.
been willing to fit us into the timetable as well,
Yeah.
um, just shows exactly how much of a gentleman. That's what I would say he is.
Yeah.
How much
That's
of a gentleman
brilliant.
that he is, and he hasn't let go that humble side of him. You know.
And it's
Um,
good when you get somebody like that who's quite high profile to come on a
mm,
show,
mm,
and and have a chat with us normal people, down to earth. It's
yeah,
nice. It's
yeah,
it's nice, because
yeah,
it's not always about being on the big stage. But remember, all of us, we all started from the ground, going up. And a lot of times, people forget about, where they were, where we started, and the struggles and everything. So it's really a good
yeah.
thing. So
I got
big
that,
up
and that's and
Richard Blackwood.
yeah, I'd agree with you 110% on that. There are comedians who are making their way up the ladder, forgetting that the higher you climb, the more your butt, I'm sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of them seem to forget that. But
yeah,
I think maybe the sheer fact that Richard, unfortunately, and I don't know if I would say unfortunately, but most probably was fortunate that just before he got into EastEnders, he actually went into decline. He fell into bankruptcy. He lost his house. He was thinking about committing suicide, and that kind of reminded him of who he really was.
mm,
And then the EastEnders role came along, and that lifted him up again. But before that role actually came along, it was the black comedy circuit that got behind Richard
yeah,
and picked him up, and put him back where he belongs, which was on stage in front of people, because he's one of those
yeah,
comedians who have never ever forgotten the stand up.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's never forgotten the stand up, and then once again he just built himself back to success. So yeah, so for all of those listeners who are here today, hoping that you would have seen Richard, we do actually apologize,
Mm,
but know that it was for a good reason, and it is that
yeah,
he's auditioning for something at the moment, and hopefully we're going to find out what it is. It might be something massive, might be something huge. We don't know.
yeah.
We'll find out. It's one of the things that used to happen to me all the time was when we used to go for auditions. I remember going for an audition in Casualty, and I thought I really did well. Do you know what I mean? And then I watched
Yeah.
Casualty, and then I saw Richard lying in the bed reciting the very same lines.
Did you think like, oh, I'm gonna have to go and lie down next to him and like,
So I just thought, oh, what they rotted. Look, Pandis, another CM roll me a gopher. It's the same thing that used to happen like with Curtis. Like when we used to
mm,
go around and it was like having to do auditions. If I used to see Curtis in there, I should just kiss my teeth. You get me? When I used to see Richard's name on the list, I should just kiss my teeth. And
kiss my
sometimes
teeth
I
in it.
even used to just walk out. You understand? I used to just
It's
say,
a bit.
I don't even know why I got on
I
this
I
train.
mm, I know that feeling because it's like, when you're at work and you're just going for a promotion and there's like, one job or like three jobs, and then you see like seven people, like, and a couple of your mates going thinking, and it's the competition of like getting
Yes,
it, and you
yes,
have to, really
yes,
do extra and, do more to
yes.
get that, push yourself. Yes, I
And
know
then,
that feeling.
And I think the hardest thing though is to go for an interview and actually feel that you've done really really well, and then
Hmm.
they got you waiting for days, sat by the phone or sat by the letterbox, as we used to sit back in the letterbox, wait for a letter to come through telling us whether or not either we got the job or we didn't get the
Or you
job.
didn't get it, yeah.
But with technology today, everything just moves so much
It
faster.
does. It
You
certainly
know,
does.
you can know things in minutes and seconds. I mean, just to even send a letter back in the day. Remember, we
Mm.
used to send the blue mail. Blue, was it blue? Blue. When you used to send letters to your parents back in the West Indies, right? We had a different kind of
Was it called
envelope. We
Blue
had a
Mail? Was it
blue
blue? Oh
mail. I
yeah,
think.
the Blue Mail. Yeah, the little blue. Oh
Yeah,
my
remember that?
God. Do you know? I forgot about that. Yeah, when
Yeah,
it was going abroad, they used to have the blue envelope that you had to put it
that's what I'm
in.
talking about.
The
Yeah,
Blue Mail.
that,
Yes, yes.
that used
Gosh,
to take like 10 days.
gosh. You know what? we're dinosaurs, you know. I'm like, when we think about like Blakey's and
No,
you know
bruv, I don't. You know
the
what?
gold
You know,
tips and
I hear what you're saying, though. You know, when you say it's coming like we're dinosaurs, but I think that the way in which technology has shifted and it has moved,
yeah.
do you know what I mean? It's so fast. It appears that way.
Mm.
It appears because remember, we're nothing more than a blip in the eye. You
Airmail.
know?
That's it. Lady
Airmail.
B
That's
just
somebody
said it's
putting it in there.
airmail. Yeah,
Put
that's
that
it.
in
It was
there?
airmail. Yeah, the little blue envelope with the
Yeah, who
red
put that in there?
stamp.
Because I saw you reread
Lady
it.
B, Lady B, Lady B. Good morning, Lady B. Good
Good
morning, good
morning,
morning.
Lady B. How you doing, darling? Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I can't see your messages. I always like to respond to the messages the moment that they come in.
Well, let
It
me
always,
just a couple of messages in there. Good morning, Bev Door. She says dogs don't smell. End of.
thank you,
Ooh,
thank you.
them smell. Me smell them. Right. You
Who
know.
said that? Who said that?
That was that was Bev Door. She said dogs don't smell. Ver, Verna Green. She says Blakey's. We were talking about Blakey's earlier on. She
Yes.
said they were so annoying. My dad used to wear them.
Of course,
Yeah.
man. See, I'm a big man, innit? Because
Yeah.
you got to remember when all the big man them used to wear it. Because a lot of the elders back in the day, they had blue collar jobs. You
Yeah.
get me? In other words, ladies, we were the ones that build the infrastructure, that brought the technology that allows you to think that you don't need men. That's what I'm going with now. I wish HPQ was here to hear that. I wish he was
Hold
here
on,
to
Rudy. You know, I think
Yeah?
you're on your own with this.
Nah. What do you mean I think I'm on my own? You know what? I could have handled it by myself.
Yes,
as well.
I know.
I mean, I have no problem with that, you know, because I know
Yes.
the statement that I made and I know why I said it. But yes, thank you
just
for
joking.
those comments. Keep the comments coming in. By the way, it's very important that we communicate and we talk with one another, and that we understand that there are differences in opinion, and I think that's what makes the world go round. That's what makes the world go round. So we're here this morning, ladies and gentlemen, because we've got the comedy roundup, as you know. For those who are new to myself and Sharky D and HPQ, we do a comedy roundup at the beginning of every month, allowing you or enabling you to plan your diary. Yeah, plan your diary, because everybody knows what they're going to do during a bank holiday, and 9 out of 10 times when you have a bank holiday, people either tend to go to a dance, yeah, or go to a dance, yeah, or go to a dance.
Or go to a dance, or go to a holiday with a dance.
Yeah, so that's true. That is true. That is so true. Or they go to a dance, they go on a holiday with a dance. And comedy over the past 20 years, or 20 odd years, even 30 years, because I've been in the game for over 30 years now, has now become part of our it's part of our very fabric now, because
Yeah,
the comedians
definitely.
are the voice of are the voices that you hear, that you think about, the things that you think about, but you think you can't say. And the comedians have the license to say it. So we tend to. So now that we're part of that, we have this fantastic show for you, especially for all the new listeners. We have this fantastic show for you where we enlighten you about new comedians, where it's happening, how you can get there, where you can get your tickets from. So this half of the show, I believe now, we'll go into what's going on. How do you feel about that, Sharky? Should we go?
Yeah, we can talk
dive?
about what's going on. Yeah, and if we've got some time at the end, I want to have a quick chat about Carry On Comedy. I would love to actually get Mike on, actually, to have a word with him, you know. So while we do that, I might even play music and even call him up, send him the link and see if he come on.
You know what might be a good idea is if, because I don't know what his schedule is right about now. Yeah,
He's mostly just in his yard, like working out, you know, holidays and everything.
What we're gonna do in Ayia Napa.
Yeah,
I know,
what we're going to do in Ayia Napa. So it'd be great to have him on. I mean, I did speak to him about it, but where the next time Carry On Comedy this show should be on, we all should be in Ayia Napa.
Yeah, we're in Ayia Napa from the 1st to the 6th, I believe.
So this show, if we do end up doing it, should take place in Ayia Napa, and I will try and make it happen.
That would be a great time, because then there's no way that he can escape.
We can do it live.
Yeah, he can't go poolside and say that he can't, and he'd have to take, if we like how we do it in the morning, right? He'd have to take the sausage and baked beans out of his mouth. He's gonna have to come and do the interview.
It's possible. So when we get that, I will have the necessary equipment and everything over there to make it happen. Yeah,
I'll support you on that. I'll put pressure on as well, man, to try and get him to show his face. The
he will.
organizer.
He will. Maybe you can send him the link and let him join and have a
That's
chat
what I was
about carrying.
thinking. I was just thinking that maybe just if you could just send him the link and then give him a call. Do you know what I mean? And just sort of like mute yourself, sort of thing. Give him a call. See if he's able to come on. If not, we can do it, Dan. We can do it in
Let's
Ireland,
do the
like I said.
let's do the roundup first.
Mm.
Um, let's go for the roundup. Ladies
Okay,
and
well,
gentlemen, I give you Rudy Liquid is gonna give you the roundup.
okay, well, I hope you've got my images there for me because normally
Well,
hate.
HBQ sorted it out just before she left, so
Yeah.
let's
Well,
go.
if you could see Thursday, the 4th of April,
Yep.
if you could bring that one up. So this is what we do, ladies and gentlemen. We invite you to sit back, listen. Those of you who are watching, you can see the images as they come up on the screen. But on the 4th of April, there is a show called The Blackout. And the blackout is an opportunity where you get to see at least 15 new comedians, 15, all for the price of like £8.80, which isn't bad when you think about it. I mean, the average price of a comedy show nowadays is approximately £15 with a booking fee. Yeah. But there's an agency called Up the Creek. Yeah. UTC. Up the Creek manage Babatunde. They manage Mo Gilligan. They manage and they manage Slim. And there's a few other comedians they manage, and this just happens to be another one. This is one of this is one of the other comedians. His name is Toussaint Douglas, who's going to be the MC. Now, Toussaint Douglas has been around for a number of years, and it's quite possible that some of you would have seen him on Comedy Central. Yeah, but he's not widely known on let's say our mainstream circuit. Right, we're not going to say the black circuit. We're going to say the mainstream circuit, which is our circuit. He's not really known for being on that side, on so much on that side of things. So where you see that we've got all the shows going on in the O2s, and you see like the Catfords, and you see like the Alexandra Palaces in Birmingham, etc. He's not one of those comics that you tend to find on there. I think mainly because should I say it? He's more middle class than working class. If that's an all right term, yeah. Because I'm not disparaging him in any kind of way or any kind of fashion, right? I'm very much aware that there are a lot of different markets for different types of comedians, and this guy is exceptional in what he does, and he will be hosting on that night where we have the 15 comedians, and they each do like 5 minutes on the clock. So it's like, who will beat the blackout? You decide. Imagine that audience. You get an opportunity to watch 15 comedians and decide who's going to win that night. And then the
Mm.
person who actually wins that show is allowed then to come back. Yeah, to like basically defend his title. I think it's better than the Gong Show, myself personally. The Gong Show that you would get down at the comedy store. The Gong Show, they just gong people off the stage, which I think is quite, I think one is embarrassing, and two, I think it's just unnecessary, absolutely unnecessary. Next up, we've got the 6th of April, where we've got It's Just Jokes. It's Just Jokes is run by Elroy Welsh, and he's in the top right hand corner there. Yeah. And Verona Rose. Some of you lot might know Verona Rose from a TV program, which kind of like escapes my mind right about now. It makes me feel kind of bad because then it's kind of like making out like, Rudy, you ain't done your research, you know, rude boy. Whereas in actual fact, I have. But Verona Rose is going to be headlining that night alongside Brandon Palmer. And Brandon Palmer is somebody that I have a hell of a lot of respect for, as well as Elroy. And I think the beauty of this gig is, once again, it's only £10. So that's why I say it's £12.50 on the door. So you might as well get your tickets now. And it's also in Milton Keynes, right? Because everybody's complaining, you don't just tell us stuff just about what's going on in London. It's always just about London. Well, it's mainly about London because it's just the way that it is. A lot of the comedians do live in London. So you've got It's Just Jokes comedy show, and that's in the Midsummer's Tap. That's One Savory Crescent, Milton Keynes. That's MK9 3PU. For those people who are at home and can't see the images that are coming up, yeah. So it's Just Jokes, and it's happening on the 6th of April. That's this Saturday. The show starts at 7 o'clock. You got three young fantastic comedians that you can actually go out and see. You got Mr. Brandon Palmer. He's American, by the way. Then you got Verona Rose, which some of you might be able to tell me what TV program you've seen her in. If you're watching today and you can see, please drop it in the box and let us know what TV program she was on. And we've got Elroy Welsh, right? And Elroy Welsh is the person who actually organizes this. All right. So there you go. Milton Keynes. See, we have not forgotten you, Milton Keynes. Right.
Oh, Melton Keynes, eh?
Oh, Milton Keynes. Right. And then we have on the 7th of April. Here's a big one. It's the Black Comedy UK presents The Laughter Factory. And this is with White Yardie. Yeah. Yeah. He's one of those Jamaicans, right? Who, when he was growing up, his parents never beat him. That's why he's called White Yardie. You get me? He ain't got no bruises on him or nothing. He ain't got no bruises. Whereas the rest of the lineup, you've got Christopher Savage, and you've also got Darren Griffiths. Darren Griffiths recently just did his one-man show in February, did his debut one-man show in February, and he'll be taking that to Edinburgh. For me, he's going to be one of the comedians to look out for. Most probably end up like another Babatunde back in the, to be honest with you. And then we've got Christopher Savage, who a lot of you have been seeing on the podcast with Kane Brown. So you know how savage my man can be. And say Mo come like hot pepper sauce when I'm ready. Yeah. And he also does what I like about Chris Savage is he also does a lot of skits with Axel the Entertainer, or Axel Blake, who won Britain's Got Talent. And squeezed in between them, we have Prince Abdi. And Prince Abdi, he really is a veteran in truth. Prince Abdi is a true veteran on the comedy circuit, and he's a Somalian. And this is Sunday, the 7th of April. It's going to be happening down at the Backyard Comedy Club, which is now becoming a very stable mainstay of the black comedy circuit. So you can get your tickets from the blackcomedyuk.com. That's where you get your tickets from. That's for this Sunday. It's a big show. I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually sold out, but they haven't put sold out across the bottom there. So I can only assume that there are still tickets remaining for that. And then on Thursday, the 11th of April, we have another blackout for you. Look at this. This time it's with Michael Adewale, who will be emceeing this show. And this is going to be held at Up the Creek, which is in Greenwich. I forgot to mention that in the first time round. This is another set of 15 comedians doing 5 minutes on the clock. You get to decide, okay? Each comedian just gets 5 minutes to get up and do their little spot. Right, it's quite a wide breadth of comics. So you get black comics, you get white comics, you get Asian comics. The doors open at 7 p.m. and the show starts at 8 p.m. Right, Michael, as you most probably know, has been seen on several different stand-up shows now. He's also making his way into the mainstream as well. Some of you may have seen him on BBC Extra. Where we was talking earlier on about Richard Blackwood receiving his flowers from his peer group, where he was given an award for his outstanding work. That's 30 years in the business. That's what went out to Richard Blackwood, which is what we would have been talking about today, obviously, for those who have tuned in specifically this morning in the hope of seeing Richard. But it'd be nice if you can go out and support Michael as well. And that's on the 11th of... Don't rush it, bro. Don't rush it, bro.
That was accident. That was an accident. That was an accident.
That's all right, man. Don't rush it. Just take time and allow, and then we'll just flow together. You get what I mean? Just allow it, yeah. So next up, we've got the stand-up down in Stantonbury. Stanbury. That's April the 19th. Does that help? There you go. Yeah. Yeah. So in Stantonbury Theatre, and there is a big difference between watching comedy in a comedy club, say, and watching comedy in a theatre. People tend to sit back a lot more. And this show is actually going to be hosted by Jimmy James Jones, who is a very close friend of Elroy. They're both from the same area, roughly, the Milton Keynes area. And so if you like theatre comedy, this is where the comedy is not so much in your face, because we love in your face comedy. We love it when you look at a man and tell him, say his face look like when mango ripe and ready for fall. We love when we hear them kind of lyrics there. You understand what I'm saying? Right? We do, because it's such a cultural thing when it comes to us to be talking about our fruits, to be talking about, you know what I mean, our kind of our environment and things that we can identify that we don't normally hear when we're in mainstream and we're at work. And he's working alongside Charlie Baker. I remember Charlie Baker from back in the day. He ended up marrying a very a young lady in a very high position in the BBC. Um,
Mm.
which well, we won't even go into that. But anyway, the point is that you can go out and you can see Jimmy James Jones, and this is who I'm directing you to. For those of you who are lucky enough to live in Northwest London, we're gonna get Jimmy to come down to the Ransom Bants Comedy Club at some point in 385 Wilson High Road. But if you want to go out to Stantonbury Theatre, for those of you who like the theatre, because I really do enjoy the theatre. The comedy is, like I said, it's slightly different. It's more based around storytelling. It's drawing it out a little bit more. It's taking you a little place, and it's not quite as punchy, but it's a lot more poignant. You know, you can make you can make points of expression. So that is well worth going out to see. Also, I'd encourage anybody. So that's April the 19th. Okay, and the address in which, that's why I say don't yeah, the place where you can get tickets from is www.stantonburytheatre.co.uk. What's on / all shows / Stantonbury. Yeah, so go out, get your tickets and support that. Yeah, I know you're gonna like it, and if you can't make it there, then hey, come down to the Rants and Bants Comedy Club. Why not? Why not? Why not? And then I just now mentioned the 25th of April is coming up, and I just a moment mentioned to you about the Rants and Bants Comedy Club. This is a comedy club that I've set up. There are several different clubs. There are several different locations that I'm setting up underneath the umbrella of the Rants and Bants Comedy Club, and this is one of them. Okay, this is one of several, because we got Love to Laugh as well. That will be happening. I've got my comedy show that's going to be happening in Faces Night Spot on the 5th of May. But we're talking about April at the moment. But all of these shows that I've been putting on all fall under the banner of the Rants and Bants Comedy Club. And the Rants and Bants Comedy Club is a place where comedians come out to play. They come out to play. They come out to entertain. Okay. They're not going to give you their standard set that we're all used to, that always hits the mark. And it's not a case about being risque, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. It's more a case of trying to identify and work out where our funny bones are when it comes to going into areas that we're not used to. You know what I mean? We're not. I mean, I was gonna use P Diddy as a reference, but I mean that's an area that nobody wants to go into. That's that's an area that you just want to leave alone, really and truly. But sorry, so it's BBC. For those who are at home on the radio and can't hear, this is BBC who can hear but can't see. Sorry, this is BBMC presents Rudy Liquid's The Comedy Club Rants and Bants. All right, it's hosted by Icy Jones. Icy Jones is he's a long-standing comedian, and he does real well with ingratiating himself with the audience. And we have a young lady who on the night of 2 months ago, she was feeling quite depressed, and she did something to her hip, and she was struggling to walk. And we offered it up that if anybody wanted to get up and do some stand-up, they could. And this young lady by the name of Shazzy showed herself. And boy, you kind of go, well, hold on a minute. You had so much hidden talent. You had so much hidden talent that I had to say to her, you know what? Not only am I going to allow you to come back on the Rants and Bants comedy stage, but I'm actually going to help to promote you. I'm actually going to put you on the flyers. I'm actually going to let people see you, right, at a stage in your career where it would never have happened. So Shazzy's new to the scene. We've got Samuel Williams on that night, and this is happening on the 25th of April. It's Thursday, the 25th of April at 385 Walsden High Road. We've got Samuel Williams, who is an improv artist. So in other words, he gets most of his material from talking and bantering with the audience, but at the same time, he does have material. Okay, so he will be well worth coming out and seeing. And then we have a young man by the name of Mr. Matt Topping. Matt Topping, believe it or not, 10 years ago, met up with a gentleman called Kane Brown. And Kane was quite impressed with him, to the point where Kane said to him, if you stick with me, I will take you on tour with me. And due to life getting in the way, Matt was unable to follow that through. But he's back now. He's back now. I saw him down at the Lovers and Pies 2 weeks ago. I was actually blown away by his performance. And so he too will be appearing on the Thursday, the 25th of April, 2004, down at 385 Wilson High Road, NW10. And the doors are going to be opening at 7:30. All right. We open the doors at 7:30 for the simple reason that they've got a 5-star restaurant in there. Yes, me people. Yes, I said 5-star restaurant. They actually they excelled when they were put through their hygiene regulations, etc. They actually excelled. So there's a 5-star restaurant there, which means that you do not have to go home straight away, providing your beard. Nothing worse than coming to a comedy club frownsy, right? But on a serious note, you can actually get a full-blown meal before the show. Yeah. And to polish that show off, we've got a young lady by the name of Joy Carter. And Joy Carter is a big advocate for adoption, because she was actually adopted as a child. She talks about that in her comedy. On a serious note, she advocates, especially for the way that some of the children were treated, because you know that you don't see what goes on behind the scenes when it comes to adoption agencies or people who handle adopted kids, as well as all of those beautiful people who actually do the work, and they actually believe in what they're doing, in helping these poor children who do not have parents for whatever reason. But there's a lot of advocacy going on in her. She's also a political activist as well. She's another comedian who we don't really see so much on the mainstream circuit. Understand that when I say mainstream circuit, I am talking about our circuit. So I thought when I put this bill together that it would be such an interesting mix, and a big difference to what we're so accustomed to. So please get your tickets for that. You can get your tickets for that down at from Eventbrite. And if you put into your browsers the comedy show Rants and Bants, you can get your tickets now. The tickets are £15. All right, and it's a hell of a good show. The Rants and Bants Comedy Club has now been going for a year in northwest London, so it's slowly beginning to establish itself. It's still a baby or an embryo compared to the Cobos of the world and the Staminas and the Alpos who put on the much bigger shows. Yeah, so it does need your support. So please do come out. That would be much appreciated. And then on Saturday, the 27th of April, we've got what is known as the Spring Ignition. And you know why they call it Spring Ignition? Because HBCUs has got a cold. The weather changes. We lose an hour. Yeah, we lose an hour. The weather changes. So this is quite a big lineup when you think about it, because we've got the 7 times voted comedian of the year, Slim, right in the middle there. Right, so you know that Slim never let nobody down at no point at all. And then we've got one of the biggest promoters of the mainstream circuit, the Upfront Comedy Club, which, as some of you may know, is run by John Smith, who was the Teletubby. Yeah. And he's now doing his own. He's now doing the musical. the Windrush, right? He's been touring that for the past maybe 2 years now, and hopefully we can get John on the program. It'd be good to actually talk to him. But this is the Spring Ignition Comedy Show. It's on Saturday, the 27th of April, 2024. It's at the Heritage Centre in Clifford Street. Wait for it. It's in Wolverhampton. Yeah,
Yeah, I know the heritage. I think I'll get to see that one, but I think that Saturday I might be in London.
mate. If you're going to be in London, then how can you see it if it's in Wolverhampton, bruv?
Don't worry, ways and wheels, ways and
Yeah, I
wheels.
like that. In other words, he's going to be speeding down the motorway. He's got to be careful, man. You've got to watch out for your license. Tickets for that are £25. All right, and it's from the Heritage Centre. Yeah, the doors open at 7:30, and the show starts at 8:30. So make sure you're present. And you've got music from the soul man himself, Mr. Tony T. Right, support on the night for Slim, especially for those who can't see, because I know you're listening to it on the radio. Is that they've got Mr. Dibby Wayne Rawlins. And everybody knows that Dibby's hilarious, right? He's been cross dressing. You know, he's been the one cross dresser that we actually accept in our community for the sake of entertainment, ladies and gentlemen, and nothing more and nothing less. But he's definitely going to be there. And then alongside them, we have Miss Annette Fagan, one of the starlets of the comedy circuit. She is another big heavy hitter, and I mean heavy. This is quite a lineup just with those three. But then we got Lavelle Smith, who lives in Birmingham, who's also going to be performing on the night. So he actually got this. Lavelle Smith actually got a Midlands Best New Act award, and that was in 2019. Yeah. So you know, this is a lineup well worth coming out to see. So that's going to be happening at the Heritage Centre in Clifford Street in Wolverhampton. You know what I mean? Where everybody wears tracksuits, but nobody's doing no exercise. Yeah. I'm only joking. I'm only joking because I don't want no letters coming in Wolverhampton. All right. We all know that you lot don't exercise, but you know what I mean. We'll let it go. We'll let it go. We'll let it go. Keep wearing your tracksuits. Yeah. That's Saturday the 27th.
I'm not getting involved.
And I think there was one more that I had. I don't think you have it.
No, I don't have it. No,
I don't think you have it, Sharky. But I think there's just one more, and it's Richard Blackwood's show. What I'll do is I'll inform everybody that Richard has got a show in where is it now? It's in Gravesend, in Woodville. That's right. You can get tickets for that. That's happening on Saturday. Richard Blackwood's got a show this Saturday in Woodsville, in Gravesend. It's called the Woodville. If you go to rblive.co.uk / you should be able to get tickets for that. All right. And that is our roundup, my friend. That's our roundup. I think we've done really
brilliant.
Well.
Thank you very much. And guess what?
Mm.
Guess what? Guess what?
You got my holder, Michael. Here he is.
Well, Marge, you lot, man. This last minute thing, what's going on?
I had to wake him out of his bed. I had to get the man out of his bed.
Nah, man, he's got kids, mate. He was out of bed a long time ago. He got kids.
Nah, brother. It's Easter. You don't know.
You're still lying in the bed.
I was, bro.
Oh,
he was in his bed. He was in his bed.
You left the kids wild so they could go and burn down the house. Yeah, you still.
They're sleeping still. What's happening, boys? Good.
But it's all good, man. But we were talking earlier on about what we're looking forward to, and we said, why don't we get the organizer of Carry On Comedy to come and tell us about what we can expect in Ayia Napa. Yeah, okay. And I thought, at first I thought to myself, you know what, he might be out working. Yeah, I don't think he. And then Sharky went, nah, man, I'm gonna call him.
I'm supposed to be working, bro. I'm supposed to be logged in on the plantation.
I hear that, man. So Carry On Comedy.
Yes, brother.
Tell us where did the concept come from?
Okay, the concept comes from kind of startings, which was comedy, as you know, back in the days. Was in Green Library Centre. Rudy's was a favourite there. And then I think the holiday thing start from after we done Pontins and Butlins and got kind of fed up with those kind of substandard accommodations.
What you mean, the plastic on
And
the beds? You mean, are you talking
you
about
know
the
that one there.
rustling on the bed and
Yeah,
thing?
man. The cardboard beds, the oily smelling rooms, smell like chip pan.
Yeah, it's
So
true.
Yeah.
No, you're not wrong.
Do we know about
smell
it?
like chip pan.
You know what, Mike?
So
I think I'm gonna use that little line there in Iron Napa.
smell like chip pan, man. I can't stand them places. So then after that, we kind of stopped doing the weekenders for a while. And then obviously, Lyndon, business partner, he went off and did a showing, a holiday in Calpe, just to see what the appetite was for people traveling for comedy. Got a little crowd there, but Calpe, Spain wasn't the place for us people to go there and have parties and comedy shows. So we looked at Ibiza 2019, got a nice crowd in Ibiza 2019. And yeah, just decided we're going to continue taking our kind of product and taking people from England, even some people from abroad, and carry on comedy. We're now going to Iron Napa after 2 years in Ibiza. And this is going to be the second year in Iron Napa. So
Yeah, 'cause
basically,
the first time. Sorry.
go on now, you go ahead. It's got to be
Yeah, because
interactive.
I remember. I think the first time we actually went was in was it Rocks? Something Rocks?
Ibiza Rocks 2019. And as usual, once again, we experienced Ibiza Rocks, the hostel. It was okay. We had a good vibe, but it was a hostel. Come on, listen, it's not a hostel with a nice pool in the middle.
No, that was
I like that one. A hostel. But you had some sunshine though. That's the
Oh
difference.
yeah, we had sunshine. We had fun. You know what I mean? That year we had Julie Love, White Yardie. It was a nice holiday. Nice holiday. And then we just had to move on. And then obviously COVID came. We don't want to go into that. Cause boy, we're still feeling the effects of that right now. 4 years down the
Yeah.
line. So, but COVID 2020, we had over 900 people booked in February 2020. March 2023, lockdown. So we would have had about 1,100, 1,200 people. But, that never happened. I mean, now we're picking up the pieces still. We continued,
Yeah.
gave everybody back their money eventually.
hit it.
Wow,
Is
the
it there?
pressures,
Is it
boy.
there yet? Where's my
Bro,
money? Is it there yet?
people think we're trying to teach their money. And it's like, nah, the money's abroad. Come on, man. We were like 8 weeks away from the event. The money can't be sitting in the bank just so. And everybody was on a slowdown. Nobody wanted to communicate. Nobody wanted to give back money. So, but we did that. And then, like I said, we did 2022. Sharky came on board on 2022. And it was a nice event, 2022. That was like where people...
And he's like a fixture now, isn't he?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he is. So like I said,
are we gonna be doing the yacht again? Are we gonna have a yacht out?
Oh yeah. We have definitely. It's a sky blue theme this year. So we got the yacht party, which is on the last day. No, it's not. It's on the Saturday. I'm lying. And we got a bunch of themes. We got back to school, camouflage theme.
Hold on. Let me stick a pin there. I want to talk about the back to school thing. I want to know what kind of skirt them girls them are going to Are they going to be dressing up like Centrinians? Are they going to be, the Centrinians?
I think they're going to be a bit hotter than Centrinians, because I just went to Capone's nurses and doctors and nurses, and some of the nurses. When I was in the hospital, we never seen nurses dressed like that. So I can imagine what back to school is going to be like, bro.
Okay.
If I remember how it was in the 2000s when we was in Pontins, Lord,
yeah,
it'll be sticky.
So you've got themes on the night. So there's back to school, yeah.
Yeah. We got camouflage wear.
Camouflage wear.
Yeah, camouflage wear. That's the army print. We got oh God, my brain.
On the camouflage, what day? What is it? Is it a day event or an evening event? Because one of the
camouflage is an evening event. Anyone who's booked, they would know. They would have got their itinerary via email. They just need to open the email and read it. It will say whether it's day or night.
I'm sure they're going to read it, but it's lovely. I think it's lovely when we paint this picture of The one thing that you've never fallen on is meeting people's expectations, and I'm not just saying that, Mikey. Right, I'm telling you the truth. Yeah, if we said that you said that we're going to do something, or there's going to be a certain thing that's going to be on, that's always been the case, right? And Sharky said, yeah, let's bring you on, so we could just whet everybody's appetite, you know. So there's the back to school.
Sorry, just have to stop you. We're just gonna end the radio show. So if you guys are on the radio, the show's just about to end. I gotta get lock off, so I just gotta run that quick ad, guys, and then we'll be back. If you do want to join us, we are on Mixcloud Sharky DJ 7 or House Party HPQ, Mixcloud HPQ. Any one of those, you can join the show if you'd like to carry on. So we'll be back right after this.
We worldwide, baby. With DJs from London, Birmingham, Wolverhampton, Coventry, Nottingham, Northampton, Wales, Essex, Bournemouth, Leeds, Manchester, and the USA. We are GY Radio.
There ain't no other station like
this. This year, when we go to the Mr. Romantic birthday party, I will be going on stage and dancing with Mr. Romantic.
That's just how we roll.
The Love Surgery is proud to present the 37th Annual Aries Affair, Mr. Romantic's birthday party, Saturday, April the 6th, 2024, only at the Heartlands Club, 62 Aston Church Road, Birmingham, B7 5RX. Playing all your favourite party anthems will be the finest DJs from the West Midlands, DJ Belly, Gemini Dunn, Jesse Fresh, Levi Washington, James Capone, and Mr. Romantic.
The Love Doctor.
Admission free before 10:30 p.m, £10 thereafter. Dress code blue and white. Doors open 9:30 till late. Security tight but for life. Saturday, April the 6th at Heartlands Club.
GY Radio is going purple. Join us in the GY room at the Purple Dress Ball, Parliament Square, London on Saturday the 12th of October. New venue, new experiences. Tickets available from www.getyourtickets.co.uk.
This you can bear. You stood right beside me.
Na 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 na. Kill them with you now. Na 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 na. Kill them with the, kill them with the, kill them with the heads high. Kill them with the no.
What I know but murder.
Get your holidays. Get your weekenders. Get your tickets.co.uk.
James Shoe Care is your multi-service store in Barkingside, and Martin Winter has now been trading there for 13 years. Repairing your shoes, cutting your keys, engraving and supplying your sports trophies, stocks, leather and travel goods, repairing your watches and giving you the best service ever. He opens from 9 to 5:30 Monday to Saturday. So pop in. James Shoe Care, 97 High Street, Barkingside, Essex, IG6 2AH. Visit jscbarkingside.co.uk. Call 07985 118 123. James Shoe Care, Barkingside. We're not just a load of cobblers.
Here's GY Radio, the little station with big intentions. You better know that.
Yes, we're back now.
Oh, we're back, man. So we were just talking about the Iron Napa, and we've got Mikey here, one of the organisers of Carry On Comedy, as we make our way back.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us, sir, you got a lineup of DJs. Who we flying over?
Flying over, we got as you know, Sharky DJ. We've got DJ Quincy.
Respect.
He is gonna be there.
I'm gonna be there. We've got GY's popular DJ Pablo, first time on it as well.
Pablo's coming down.
DJ Pablo's on it. Yeah.
James Capone. You got Special Touch.
Special Touch. Fifth Avenue coming?
Oh, man. No Fifth Avenue on this year.
Dots passing through?
Studio Express.
Excellent.
There's a bunch of DJs. You have to go on the website to check. There's a load of them, and some will come in and out. You know, dropping Shawnee B. He's going to be down there.
I remember
Rubber
Shawnee
Rank.
B last year. I remember Shawnee B
Yeah.
last year. He ripped the place. Do you remember that, Sharky?
Yeah.
I think you were recording at the time. I think you
I
were
recorded a lot of footage. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but like the theme parties, as we were saying, we got a touch of blue, not even a touch of blue, shades of blue beach party. We've got Ballers Beach Party, which is all so you football fans can come and represent your teams.
Come on, Arsenal. Come on.
That's going to be
So we dress up in our football kit and stuff.
Yeah, on the Thursday. I don't even know if you're going to be there, Rudy. Oh, yeah, I think you will be there on Thursday.
Will I be there for that? Oh, right. Listen, mate. Listen. That's how we're going to take the league this year. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, up in Liverpool there. We're going to take the league. We're going to take the league. We're going to take
Anyway, enough of the football before you start getting into that.
Okay.
Because I know you footballers, that's where you go down the rabbit hole. The minute someone mentions anything to do with the football team, everything goes out the window. So we've got all white masquerade party. So you know the masks are going to come out just to add a bit of touch to the all white. So it's just not all white as usual.
I love a bit of role play. Me put on a mask, girl. Go and put on your mask.
So yeah, there's a bunch of things. We've changed up the venues this year. So obviously last year we were at Lissy Beach. It was the first time we was in Nine Apple, so we was testing out the waters. This year, all our attendees will be seeing different parts of Iron Napa. We've also got the Record Flag Pool Party at the water park. So
I'm looking forward to that. You know, I tell you, HBQ is.
I don't know why you're looking forward to it, Sharky.
Why?
I saw you getting home that day.
No, the Sunday.
Sunday, brother.
Oh man.
Don't worry.
HBQ is gonna be upset.
Don't worry.
What time's your flight?
Early in the morning. We had to go early. On the Sunday.
Yeah. No. It's like when you get to the airport and land, you can log on and you might see something. We'll do a little video, a live for you.
All you're going to be able to do is dip your toe in the pool, Sharky. Dip your toe in the pool and get on the coach.
I was looking forward to that day. Oh my
I know you were. But even Rudy won't be there, so don't let Rudy fool you and laughing. He ain't going to be there either.
It's Sunday.
Rudy's in Facebook on Sunday.
Suitcase.
HBQ said, "Are we near the beach? Are we near a beach?"
Depends on where you're staying.
Cristiano.
So what is there more than one location where people will be staying then?
Yeah. Obviously, people get a choice to stay where they want to stay, but the main hotels were the Adams Beach 5-star, which is on the beach, and then you got Christopher 4-star, which was where majority of the people were staying, which is across the road from the beach. So, for HBQ answering the question,
Mikey,
I'm not,
I know you're across the road, mate.
Brother, hear what I'm saying. I'm staying in a 3-star hotel.
Are you staying in a 3-star? So that means that you got to walk about a good 10 miles before you get to the beach.
Well, walk to the car and then drive to the beach. Yeah, you know go.
Yeah.
But no, the Christopher is sold out.
Okay, I hear you.
So therefore, I didn't get a chance to book in there. A lot of our reps didn't get a chance to book in there. Some of the DJs are booked in there, so it's fine.
But
the hotel,
I think it's a clear.
The hotel we are going to is a hotel that probably will be next year our main hotel. We will commandeer the whole hotel next year. So that will be our base hotel. It has a venue underneath the hotel. So we will be using it this year for the comedy show, the all white party, and one of the other parties. So people will get to see it this year. They'll see the hotel surroundings, and so then next year we're gonna move closer to where the clubs are. So we're moving away from Lissy Beach and a bit more closer to the where it's a bit more not livelier, but a bit more going on around the place, like more shops and stuff. So there will be improvements again next year.
So there's a hint, people. If you're gonna come to Carry On Comedy next year, book early if you want to be in the venue where everything's happening, or you may have a little walk.
That is true, Sharky. That is true, and not only that, it's a clear indication of just how much now we appreciate and are willing to spend when it comes to having a couple of say 4, 5, 6 day break. Because, like you said, for the 5-star to have been sold out, you know, I mean, and then had to go to 4-star.
The 4-star.
The 4-star to be sold out is a clear indication that people are now saving and wanting to have a good time. And they've found an organisation in Carry On Comedy that they feel is providing them with the service that they're looking for, which is nice.
And also, like you say, with the walking stuff, one of the things we did last year was we did like get a agreement with a taxi company. So basically, what we do is obviously there are events where we are going to transport people to the day parties. We will transport people from the 4-star, 5-star to the venues and back. The water park as well. But the evening parties for Raven, going to the nightclub, not Black and White, Ice Club, so forth. We have got an agreement with a taxi company that charges half the price to take people to the venue. So we have a minibus and we've got taxis. The taxis can take up to 7 people. It's like €10 to get to the club, and the minibus is €2 a person. So we have thought about the money that people spend out there, but it's just that the way INAPA is set up, I wouldn't want to put people right next to the clubs because it's very noisy and lively around there. It's not really, I don't think it's a nice place for the mature crowd. If you're a young crowd, then yes, they might like that hype, but nah. The hotels that are right next to the clubs, they're not the nicest of hotels either. So,
HPQ, she said in the comments, she says, for me personally, I thought Carry On Comedy was brilliant, recommended it out, and 5 of my friends are going this year.
Thank you, HPQ, love you. And we also took on board the discussion that we had around the pool about not enough female DJs. We did take that on board.
Lot on this year.
We put a few on this year. Some of them, they didn't really meet the mark in regards to their quotas and stuff, but we're going to try and get them out there anyway. But we have addressed that issue, and we're trying to get more female DJs out there.
So is Money Penny one of those? Is Money Penny one of them?
100%. Money Penny is a staple, man. Come on, from back in the days. So yeah, Money Penny, Miss L Vibes. There's Tash Angel. DJ My My, which is Capone's daughter. She did a little last minute set a last minute. Can you come and play on the beach?
She done a good set. Actually, enjoyed her set. Actually, it was
very well.
Very the right kind of music for the beach. Because when you get on the beach, you don't kind of want that R&B kind of rare groovy kind of. You want something like pumping, and she was playing that pumping music, man. I was like, yeah, man. Even couple tunes. I was like, you know what? Let me Shazam couple tunes. So big up some of the female DJs, and you know what? I just want to say, as a promoter, well done, because there are a lot of good female DJs out there. And she's back. When did you get back? Do you know what? I'm going to let you talk for it.
You had your headphones on and I sneaked in. Nice to see you, Mike, on here. Good morning, Rudy. Sorry. Had an emergency with my poor cat, man. Vet calls. Listen, I've got the bit... all they're doing is taking some fluids, giving her a little bit of injections, and the bill is £709. If they have to sedate her, it's going to be up to £1,000. I got the bill. I'm looking at him. I'm thinking, listen, people, if you've got animals, get pet insurance. It is one big con.
I've been there. I've been there with the dog, mate. At 1 o'clock in the morning.
Take her to Mr. Patty. That's all I can say.
This is gonna make me choke,
Anyway, coming back to your
coming on, man.
Anyway, back to your comments. Thank you very much for saying that. You listened, and after the discussion we had a bit more than a discussion, Mike, didn't we?
It was. I didn't want to go there.
That was some discussion.
No, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there at all. But no, absolutely brilliant though that you've incorporated a few more female DJs, and I get you. They have to be up to the mark. You just don't want to put a female DJ on because they are females, and you have to fit a quota. So and the selection you've got is absolutely brilliant. Love Money Penny, love Miss L Vibes. So thanks. But as I said, Carry On Comedy. There's very few events that I do recommend. I go because I get a chance to go. But there are some that I will highly recommend, and Carry On Comedy is definitely one of them. You get everything. I loved all the beach vibes. I loved the comedians and going out to the venue. Getting to the venues was a bit awkward, but I understand why, and you've explained that, because we can't be so near to where the nightclubs are. It's just, I wouldn't want to be there. And the hotel location is absolutely brilliant. So all I just wanted to come on and say is well done. I recommend this out to anyone who's listening. If you're not booked to come to Carry On Comedy this year, you've got to come next year. So thank you,
And
Mike.
if they want a nice discount for listening to the Rants and Bant show, and is this the Rants and Bant show? What is this? Oh, this is Shark TV. Anyway, you can get a nice discount. If they contact you, contact me. I'll get them a discount on their wristbands. Nice discount.
You're a star. Thank you,
Excellent,
Mr. Mike
excellent.
P.
But you know what? Definitely, I have to say. I mean, I do a lot of events, and Carry On Comedy is one of my favourite events. The thing about it is, as well, is that you do have to pace yourself on these type of holidays because there's so much. And if you don't pace yourself and you don't drink and treat yourself right, you are not going to make it towards the end of the holiday. You ain't going to make it to Friday, much less to the Monday.
I think they can drink, but you just got to be. You can't overdrink.
That's what I said. Pace yourself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but you said don't drink. Come on, man. They got to drink.
When I say don't drink, I mean drink, but not overdo it.
Drink sensibly, Sharky. Yeah.
But in truth, it's not really. You don't. I mean, we have the odd drunk, right? There are people who are that way inclined, but generally speaking, I don't think.
Why are you hailing at yourself, Rudy?
I'm not.
Yeah, I see you. I saw you left on the beach 2:00 in the morning, still rolling in the sand.
I don't know why you just draw attention to yourself, Rudy.
Yeah, but I don't think we really indulge in
No, we don't. Not like how they do it. No, not like how in Ibiza and Inapa how they do it. We carry ourselves a bit different. We never had no casualties this last year. We haven't had any casualties. It is a mature crowd.
When I mean, don't overdo it. I'm not talking about the drink. I'm just talking about the sleep, getting the sleep in. And you know what I mean? Because from morning, you get up in the morning, you're down at the beach all day. Then obviously you come, you get something to eat. You go to the comedy, you rave. You get up in the morning, and
you ain't got no stamina, Sharky.
Your body.
Well, to be honest,
maybe I don't.
So says she, who's in the hot tub.
Listen.
Right?
She's not talking about what you're talking about, all right? She's not talking about what you're talking about.
But let me address that's another thing we listen to. So obviously, as you all know, last year it was back to back. You had a day party, evening party straight after, rave straight after. And that happened for 4 days. Now what we did this year, that's why it's now 5 days. It was to put some space in between and give people some downtime. That's the only reason why we had an extra day. It does come at the detriment.
Wolan, him say Wolan.
It does come at the detriment that obviously the price you stay in an extra day. That was the trade-off we had to decide on. Like, do we cut down on the entertainment or do we extend it by a day and then just create some space? So that's why it seems some people say, it's gone up from last year. Yeah, it's gone up because it's an extra day. It's an extra day. And now some events are going to start later in the evening, the night. Like if there's an event where there's nothing on in the evening, then the dance will start at 12 o'clock. So you'll have the daytime from midday to 5:30. Then you've got all that time in between to go and have something to eat, chill, get ready for the rave later on. Obviously, if there's a comedy show, we only do 2 comedy shows this year. So therefore, the comedy shows will start at 9. So you still got a nice 3-4 hour gap in between to get things sorted. And that was one of the things we took on board again because it wasn't smooth sailing. There was issues, but we dealt with them. So some people didn't even notice them. But that's what it's about as a promoter. It's about still delivering even with obstacles, and that's what we try to do. We listened to a lot of the views that people gave us, and we've addressed them. Some people won't see them because it's not plastered in front of their face, but they will notice the difference. Based on the places they're going to see, the venues they're going to go to this year, they're going to see Iron Napa differently to how they saw it coming out the 4-star, 5-star, getting on the beach, and then getting in a taxi at night. You're not seeing Iron Napa at night anyway.
And as a promoter,
a lot of them will need that breather, especially for their feet, because you know what I mean. When you're wearing them kind of shoes, there, because our people like wearing nice shoes. You understand what I'm saying? But with nice shoes comes calm. You know what I mean? I'm Bonyan.
I was gonna say, as a promoter, it's very important. You know, I do admire promoters that when they do big things like, for instance, Carry On Comedy. You know, you got All White Cocoa. You know, these are massive events that where you get loads of people and people have expectations. And the thing about it, what I don't like is when someone says, "Oh, you know, it was this," and they got all these complaints. And to me, it's like, see what they do next year and see if it's better. And like you said, you know, you took on people's advice on what they said. You know, you took on board a lot of things. You don't have to take on everything, and you just make it better the following year. And props to you.
Thank you.
And do you know what? People will complain. We are natural complainers about
100.
anything. We really are. But it's about, as Sharky said, and what you've done is addressing those complaints. Any promoter should be open enough to take in what people's complaints are, because everyone sees value for money in different perspectives, right? Some people may think, oh, you've got events all on for everything, great, that's value for money, I've got everywhere to go. Other people might think, well, you haven't done this, you haven't done that. So there's always a natural edge for people to complain. But as I said, you've addressed most things, and you're saying there's things that people didn't see. To be honest with you, I didn't really see that much that needed to be fixed because it wasn't visible to us, as you said. So, you know, it's
But then at the end of the day, I think I don't. There was a time when I used to hate criticism, but I find that criticism really is feedback, and feedback is always there to improve what is currently had. Or because if we don't get these complaints, so to speak, I think we're actually going backwards because we'll be staying in the same place. As opposed to consistently moving forward.
Yeah,
well, the difference between complaints and criticism is the way it's delivered. Feedback and criticism.
That too, yeah, because there was sometimes it was delivered in the wrong kind of way. Yeah, definitely wasn't.
But you know what? Even if it's delivered in the wrong way, not everybody knows how to.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's right.
And sometimes you just got to take, you know, a step back. I mean, as a DJ, I mean, like, you know, I play salsa, and I've had some feedback while I was playing the music, like cross arms, and you know, there's complaints in the toilets, and completely came to me the wrong way. But you know what? At first I was like, and then I took a deep breath, and I thought, you know what? Walk away. The next time you come, just smash it, and that's what I did. And that's what you got to do. You just got to say, you know what? Make that person come back to you the next time and say, you know what? You've done really well. I didn't like the way you played the last time, but you've done really well this way. One of the biggest things I have to say, and I don't think it was anything that you did wrong, that you took on board, was the female DJs. Because of everything, that is something that a lot of promoters do not look at. They just, well, this, that. But what you did is you actually went looking for it, and you've given the women an opportunity to show themselves out there. And so now they got to come and deliver. You've done your bit.
Online, because the thing is that you hear about this thing about not allowing women to participate in things. New Zealand did this is quite interesting. New Zealand football team decided that they wanted to play against the men in football. Yeah. So what they did was they got these 14-year-old kids to play them, and they beat them 12-0. That's all I'm saying. That's
But you know
all I know is that I'm going to be there by all the DJs saying, you better do good, you know, you better do good.
You know that, innit?
You better fix up and play a good set.
Yeah.
But then the same time, I don't think it's fair for us I don't think it's fair for us to give the female DJs such a hard time, because it's always like when a black person goes up for a particular role, and they got to be twice as good as their counterpart, so to speak. I think we should just accept that our female counterparts have always been part of our fabric. They've always been by our side, and we, funny enough, as a race, have always had our women by our side. Believe it or not, it was only something that the Greco-Romans
sometimes too.
But it was actually the Greco-Romans who took it the other way.
You guys are making me choke this morning, you know.
Sorry.
Well, no, like I said, it is hard to find the female DJs, obviously, that are going to fit the crowd as well. It's not just being a female DJ; they've got to fit the crowd. They've got to have personality as well, because there's no point in a female DJ just coming there playing the music and that's all they do. They've got to entertain, get with the crowd, and just be a part of what it is, which is as you can see, we always say the Iron Apple family when we create the groups and stuff because it's the vibe. And what I will say is, what I do like, or what we strive for, is people coming from all over the UK. We had a couple of people from America. We had a girl from Los Angeles last year. She should be coming again this year. And our friend from Atlanta. We've got a DJ. I think he's coming from Europe. I think it's Germany or France. He's with our Mr. General. Who's coming to be our soca ambassador. But in Napa, but he's got someone coming over. We were supposed to have another DJ, Chronic from America, but he's taken ill unfortunately, so he won't be able to travel. But hopefully he'll be there next year. So we are trying to expand. We have got people from Birmingham, Manchester, Liverpool, Wales, down in Sussex, Kent, East London. London, nah, I didn't know what from London.
Walthamstow.
We ain't got nobody from London. South London, nobody from South London. Nobody from North West London. All the people are from around it, everywhere else. But nah, we got a nice crowd.
No one from South London.
Feedback in the
Come on, what event can happen and there's no one from South London? Let's get real here. No event. It don't matter what it is. There's always going to be some South London contingency.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm joking. There's people from everywhere. No, there's people from everywhere. In England, everywhere.
There's a feedback in Mixcloud from Per Lady. She says it was great last year. Trying to attend this year. There you go. There's some feedback for you.
Constructive contact me. We'll try and work something out. Southwell, tell them to contact me. We'll work something out.
There you go, Per Lady. There you go. Right, Sharky DJ's just recommended another person. Per Lady's going to attend. Okay.
I will say, Sharky, you are actually number one when it comes to the sales. You are now number one. Yeah, wow. Officially last night you became number one. You became number one, bro.
Seriously, Sharky.
He did.
Well done, son.
He's number one. He's number one on the sales.
I honestly thought that maybe one of the DJs, maybe Sharky, I'm sure B or one of those would have been one of the.
Sharky is a DJ.
I was just about to say.
Sharky, the man's taking liberties in there.
Hold on, can somebody give?
He's making that like you're just a dancer. You're just a dancer.
Can someone give Rudy Luke with a shovel?
The backup dancer. He's calling you the backup dancer.
Oh, Rudy, man. Oh, Rudy.
We even got karaoke this year. We've introduced for like one of the quiet evenings. We got karaoke. We got DJ Piper coming over to do karaoke for one evening.
That'd be brilliant. Mm-hmm. We should do a quiz. You know what I mean? First question: who are you looking at?
That sounds like the beginning of one of your shows.
Isn't it?
Oh, dear.
But it's going to be fun this year. Like I said, I can't wait to get people to see different parts of Iron Apple. Like I said, I know what it was being there. I've been there. First time I went there was November 2022. You'd never believe that none of us, the team, had ever stepped in Iron Apple before. Even deciding the venue, even deciding to go Iron Apple, we'd never been. None of us. A lot of it was, a lot of investigative work. A lot of time on Google Maps, a lot of time on the internet, walking around on Google Maps like a madman, dragging that little person around to see what's around the places. Because you speak to people and they say, yeah, go here, but I need to see it. And it wasn't feasible to fly out there until November 2022. And when we went out there, we put all the pieces together, and that's why we had what we had for 2023. But like I said, we've been out there a few times now, and yeah, it's definitely got better. Everything's a lot better. The contacts are better, and they're awaiting us. To be honest, they are awaiting us. They're excited to have us because May in Iron Apple is not a busy time, so we are doing something for their economy. That week, those 5 days we're there, it makes a difference to the hotels, the shops, the clubs. The clubs don't even open. The club that we use is not even open until June, July.
Right.
We go there in May. He opens up for the time we're here. Then he closes it back down again because there's not people there to service the club.
But then you name one borough where when black people don't come, the economy doesn't go up. The money in the economy always starts flying because our money flies out of our community straight into everybody else's hands. So.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because people are going to buy clothes. There's so much money that goes when put on an event. People spend money on clothes. There's a transportation. For the women, I don't know how they do it. I really don't know how to find money because it's hair, nails, shoes, everything. With the man there, we just find the jeans. We might buy a shirt, you know what I mean, and then we're done.
Listen,
we ain't buying a new pair of shoes to go out.
I don't think that includes Sharky on that one. Sharky's a man who does dress sharp.
No. Yeah, Sharky's a bit of a
Yeah, Sharky's different. Fashionista. Me, I would turn my t-top, my t-shirt inside out. You know what I mean? They got two different colours, but Sharky.
Yeah, we've noticed, Rudy.
well, put it this way: I've got a direct influence on that. You know, with Mr. Sharky DJ.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
So if we look at pictures of Sharky 10 years ago, it'll be a different looking Sharky, yeah?
Only joking.
Now with the petticoat.
Only joking. But I'll tell you what, Mike. I've been sitting there looking at that your wallpaper or your wallpaper behind you. I keep thinking it looks like Gucci. It reminds me of like Gucci design. It isn't, is it? Is it Gucci behind there? It looks like it.
It isn't, but the cost of it, you think it was.
Well,
that is Miss Vicky Prince, MVP. That was her. Trust me.
Where is she? I can see. I saw you talking to her.
She's upstairs.
Hello, Vicky.
It makes me think of Lionel.
But Lionel, if you're Lionel, it looks like they should have been lucky.
It's so rude.
Do you know what? Actually, it does look like Lionel. Lionel wallpaper. Has it got grooves on it?
Vicky's one of those people. That when she goes online looking for something, like she'll just Google it, and her eyes will. No, but her eyes. No, this is what I'm gonna say. It doesn't matter if it's clothes. It doesn't matter if it's a hotel. Vicky will see something and say, "I like that," without seeing the price.
Yeah.
And when you see the price, every time. This wallpaper, you never want to know how much it costs. I don't even want to repeat how much it costs.
All right, man. It sounds like it was two part-time jobs.
It was horrible, the price. It was horrible. And
but you know what? You paid it, man. Yeah. That's pick up on you. That's the power of women. I pick it, you pay for it.
And it was. I was like, why? You don't need to spend that money on wallpaper. I can just paint it. Nah, I want this wallpaper. And don't get me wrong. When I put it up, yeah, I hate wallpapering. But when I put it up, it was like, oh yeah, it does work.
You know
but then women always know
best. See it there?
I just think that though, wallpapering. A lot of people think wallpapering is easy. I remember when my sister Lana was alive and she moved into her flat, and I said, "Yeah, I'll do the wallpapering for you." Yeah, I did the wallpapering. Yeah, next day, all the wallpaper up on the floor. Yeah.
Listen, Sharky turned around and said, "Yeah, this is my last house. Yeah, I'll come around and paint the house. Don't get no one to come in. I'll paint it."
Yeah.
All the spotlights have got paint over them, you know, on the side of the cupboards. He gave up halfway through because it was too much, you know. Halfway, he said he started off downstairs. Upstairs didn't finish. It didn't get there. And after I looked at his paint, I was like, "Well done, babe. Thanks for trying, you know, but put it down now."
But credit where credit's due. I did go round and wipe it all off. I did wipe them all off.
Okay.
Not all of them. Not all of them. I had someone come round and say, "Who did this paint job?" I was like, "I don't know. You know, someone did it. You know."
Previous.
I did it.
A for effort, Sharky. That's all I can say. A for effort, hun.
Don't worry, Sharky. You're not alone, bro. You're not alone, bro.
That's all right.
Enough
it's
of
the
us
thought
out
that counts. That trying to do it that counts. That's the thought that counts. You know.
God, there's enough of us out here, man. Try and think, man.
You know what I mean? So listen, time is now 10:32. I mean, Mike. Yeah, it's flying, isn't it? It's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming on this show.
Okay. Thank you, bro. Thank you. We said we were going to do it. House Party Queen told me about. We were supposed to do it last year. We never got around to it. It's just so busy. I'll say I've just been very busy. Like I've just been it's been hectic the last probably 6 months, to be honest.
Hopefully, we will get a chance to do our regular show in Ayia Napa, because it's going to fall while we're in Ayia Napa the second Tuesday. I think we will be in Ayia Napa, or we'll be flying on that day.
No, if it's a Tuesday, when you flying in?
It's the first Tuesday.
You might, if you're flying in that day, but the chances are you'll be flying. probably during the time.
Oh, okay, so we won't be able to do the show.
Yeah,
then.
we
But
are.
We
We're
might
flying
do
in that
some
day.
sort of show at some point in.
But a lot of the DJs come out there to their show. They do the show from their hotel room. Some are going to try and do it live from the actual event. So with technology nowadays, it's not like how it was before. You need to get a broadcasting truck, so you can just do a quick thing. Yeah. Show the people what they're missing.
And by the way, Vicky says, Lino, I'm insulted. By the way. That's what she's put up in the mix cloud. She's insulted. It don't look like Lino to me, hun. I can see that.
You know what?
Vicky,
the one thing,
she sounds like someone who's going to sit in the front seat. I like that.
At least nobody's going to walk on it.
Oh, well, Rudy might try and walk it after he's had his drink.
In it.
I mean,
after a few drinks, isn't it?
Yeah.
See him lying sideways against the wall, you know.
He'd be walking saying, no,
but have you ever gone into an Indian restaurant and then started rubbing the wall for some reason, and you don't do that normally because they used to have
No, I'm sorry.
We don't get that drunk.
No.
A lot of people have done that. Maybe not you, because you don't get invited to them kind of things.
I don't know what places you go to. I really don't.
I know the sort of places that I go to.
I'm not feeling up no wallpaper. You don't even know what who's been feeling it up beforehand or what deposits have been laid.
We don't get invited to these mansions, Rudy.
In it.
I hear that, bro.
Puffy flavour. Rudy's flavour camp.
Yeah, it's called farts in a jar, if I'm right.
Oh my God. Listen, let's not start talking about farts in a jar. What you like? Rudy likes the smell of, what was it? Oxtail and something else. Oxtail and cabbage? I don't know. We're not going into that right now.
You've added the cabbage.
You know, crazy, man. Too early for this.
That's what it's about. The comedy special every Tuesday.
It's just a comedy
extra time.
I hear that.
So, Michael, what are you going to do for the rest of the day?
Going to process some bookings, going to help some people out with their packages. Because obviously, it can be a bit daunting, especially now that the 4 stars full. People don't know where to go. We'll do an update to the website to offer to direct people to another hotel, which is the hotel I'm going to be in, the 3-star, which is a nice hotel. It's a decent hotel. It does the job. And people will be pleasantly surprised.
Okay, brilliant. So, and will the price be a little bit cheaper?
Yes, it will. It will work out cheaper because obviously next year we'll be able to offer. Is that at the moment people buy their flight and hotel with whoever they want. With our companies, Love Holidays, not our company, but our chosen partner, Love Holidays. But and then they buy a wristband from us for the entertainment. Obviously, if we get this whole hotel for next year, we can then do wristband and accommodation, and then you just get your flight and transfer. So it will be less for them to pay. It will be less things. It will work out cheaper because we'll get a nice deal on the hotel. We can throw in the wristband at a price and get that income.
And then we can get the flights that we want rather than the flights that we have to go.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, there you go. So it gives a bit more.
She wanted to come from Birmingham. She wanted to fly from Birmingham, and I'm from London. But we had to do
but you can't do
flight,
that.
Yeah.
So, but sometimes it does work out. The thing is, you can do that, but if you get the hotel separate and the flight separate, it can probably double the price.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
the package thing does work. But obviously, like I said, then it will only be for that hotel has 120 rooms, so it will be limited because 120 rooms will go like that.
Yeah.
So.
I think my friend had a similar problem. Sorry, Rudy. My friend had a similar problem where she lives in Birmingham and my other friend lived in London, and they wanted to try and get the flight separately but keep the package, and that couldn't work. But
couldn't work.
Yeah, I understand that that's the rules of booking and holidays. If you're going with 2 people, you can't book it separately. So yeah. Sorry.
But next year, if they get in there quickly, they'll be able to do it. So they just got to sign up, make sure they look out, and then it will be. They will snap up quick because I'll have to take out about 30 rooms just for 30, 40 rooms anyway, just for the team and DJs and reps.
The DJs, yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
Rudy, you was gonna say something.
It's gone now.
Oh.
Sorry.
It's gone, man.
We're talking about traveling, Rudy. Let me talking about traveling, hotel packages.
So yeah, it's
Nah,
gone.
it's gone.
Right, so I think we can kind of call it a wrap up now, isn't it? Thank you for coming on the show, and we were supposed to have Richard Blackwood in, but unfortunately couldn't make it due to circumstances. And big up yourself, Mike. Thank you for taking the time and coming and chatting to us. We've been talking about it for quite a while. You're welcome.
Big up, Mikey. Big up. Looking forward to it, mate. Make sure that my first class seat is waiting for me. Yeah, first class seat, 5-star hotel. Do you know what I mean? And we're good to go. Good to go.
Yeah, all ready for you, Rudy. All ready for you. Let's not forget London. Another integral part of the team.
We'll get him on the show soon.
I'm looking forward to that yacht party, that boat party. That's what I'm looking forward to. I remember the last time I came, and I didn't realise that we'd be getting in the water. And of course, I didn't bring my costume, and I love the water, so I just jumped in with the dress I had on. Luckily, Margaret gave me a t-shirt afterwards. Yeah, just dived in. I thought I'm not coming here and not getting in the water. Absolutely no way. But going to be ready this year.
Even I'm going to go in the water, but I'm going to go and
how was it?
Floaty things.
How was it? Oh, it was brilliant. The boat party itself was.
Yes.
The boat party itself was brilliant, and even just getting in the water, docking up there.
Can
it was really good.
Can we stop calling it a boat party?
Yacht.
Is it yacht? I said yacht at first, and then I said boat, didn't I?
Because people will be saying I'm misselling, that was the one big thing that people say. I bet it's not that boat. I bet that's not the boat. I'm like, come on, man. We don't lie.
Is it the same one that we're going on?
Just, missell.
Wait when you tell them they got to go downstairs.
Day one. I did.
Listen, I did love that little VIP bit upstairs as well.
We did have options.
Yeah.
We did have options of another yacht. It was an older boat.
Yeah. But
we did have options for another boat, which well, when I went out there 3 weeks ago, I looked at it and I says, it's a nice boat, but it's not as classy as the yacht. It's not. It's people have expectations now, isn't it? So it was like it would have made it cheaper, but I think the experience is what counts. Not just getting on a boat. It's the experience. Yeah. So we just stuck with
the experience was very nice. I must say.
People saw the promo,
which is the business.
If people saw the promo of the boat as well, of the yacht
themselves,
they could see that a standard has been set in it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and that's why we stuck with it. And don't get me wrong, if we had the numbers, like if I had like 600, 700, people don't realise that not everybody that goes on the trip goes on the boat. So if we had like 600, 700 people going, I would have both of them, and then people could choose based on price point. But it is still not everybody goes on the trip. Not everybody that goes on the trip goes on the boat. So therefore, we just got to manage expectations, and we just went with the yacht because nice.
Yeah, they're like you tricked me once 400 years ago. You now tricked me twice.
But you were on the boat, weren't you?
I can swim, I can swim. I spin over like a turtle, but I can swim.
I think Mike he's dropped out. There you go. There he is. Yes. So, Mike, I'm going to wrap up now.
Thank you.
And anything last words, HBQ Rudy?
Yes, my last words are, don't forget that on the 25th of April, we have the Rants and Bants Comedy Club, where we've got Joy Carter, who will be our featured act on that night. And we've got quite a few other comedians with Icy Jones hosting. So make sure you go to the Eventbrite and get your tickets for the 25th, put in the Comedy Club and get your tickets. Get your tickets.
There you go. HBQ. I can't hear you. Muted. Is it me?
No, she's chatting away.
You're chatting away. We can't hear you.
Going. We can see her jaws going, but maybe it just needs pushing in the lead or something like that. I'm not sure.
Something is... Oh, she's gone. We can't hear you.
Her voice is gone.
It's gone completely.
Oh, no.
Okay. No worries. Mike!
Thank
Last
you.
words.
And we'll see you in 4 weeks' time, bro. 4 weeks' time.
Okay, then. Thank you for coming on your show.
Enough time for me to get my mankini. Enough time for me to get my mankini.
All right, Rudy, listen. We'll catch up. Right, guys, and that was the end of the show there, right? So if you can get yourself down to that Carry On Comedy, oh gosh, the sunshine is bleeding me. If you can get yourself onto Carry On Comedy, and that is happening from the 1st to the 6th of May. All right, contact myself and we will get you onto that trip. It is going to be a fantastic trip. I'm going to play one last track and I'm out of here myself also. So thank you for joining in. Time is now 10:44. Time to go. No extra time. Well, we had an extra time of 44 minutes. I will be on that trip along with DJ Pablo from GY Radio. DJ Capone will be on there. Miss L Vibes. Other GY Radio DJs and other DJs all around is going to be entertaining you from all over. You're going to get a choice. It's going to be nice. Let's party. And thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget the Breakfast Flight Show is here each and every Monday and Tuesday. Due to circumstances, HBQ is no longer going to be able to be part of the show because of new pastors. She will not be at home on Monday and Tuesdays. It's required her to be elsewhere. So she will be on when she can. So it's Sharky DJ on the Breakfast Flight Show with guests presenters. That's what I'm going to do. So thank you once again on behalf of the Breakfast Flight Show team. And we will get Richard Blackwood on at another day. But he has an audition which I would say is more important. So have a wonderful day. If the sun is shining, have a positive smile on your face. And everything that goes south can go right. Woo. Adios.